This week's shooting at a Texas elementary school killed 19 children and 2 teachers. It has once again sparked a national debate on gun laws. But as Holden Absher reports, little change is expected.
Following the deadly shooting Tuesday, 2 background check bills were heard for the first time in the U.S. Senate. The bill passed the Democratic-led House last year, but IU law professor Jody Madera expects them to fail in the Senate, where 60 votes are needed to pass the legislation. The Senate is split 50-50 between the 2 parties. She says that when Democrats call for gun reform, Republicans respond with thoughts and prayers and mental health.
No amount of death, I think, will move them from that current position. If this does not do it, if Newtown didn't do it, if Parkland doesn't do it, then what does it?
Madera says lawmakers are afraid of well-funded gun rights organizations such as the National Rifle Association. They worry that if they don't toe the party line, they'll lose votes and won't get the A rating.
Even though background checks should be bipartisan, unfortunately, such measures are still viewed as political and therefore controversial.
Indiana's 2 Republican senators, Todd Young and Mike Braun, both issued statements expressing sadness over the shooting. They also pointed to the state's red flag laws that are designed to keep guns out of the hands of criminals. In his statement, Young said, quote, "We must work together as a nation to address the increasing social alienation and mental health challenges affecting too many Americans." Brady United is a nonprofit anti-gun organization. It reports that Young has received $2.9 million in donations from the NRA. Braun has received $1.2 million. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb says that the state will continue to support school security.
I think that we need to focus on making sure, in this case, schools maintain their integrity. You might call it hardening them when children are in the classrooms. That's what we need to focus on.
But Holcomb advocated against new gun regulations or halting a new law taking effect July 1st, which eliminates permits for carrying a handgun in public. Holcomb says focusing on anything outside of securing schools is, quote, taking our eye off the problem.
Folks who are struggling with mental health issues, violent mental health issues, evil that lurks, whether it's in a school or a playground or you name it, parking lot. This is the world we live in.
Paul Helmke is a former president of the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence and a 3-term mayor of Fort Wayne. He says it's time for officials to act.
Tired of just hearing from electeds, we support the Second Amendment. I support the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment allows reasonable gun regulation. That's what the Supreme Court has said. Stop saying you just support the Second Amendment. Stop saying your hearts and prayers are out there. Do something.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Holden Absher.